Many a times in life, we come across situations where we have to pay taxes. And this is true even for you. Like, when you go to the cinema hall, you have to pay an entertainment tax. So, normally, the concept of tax, the way it works is that there is always, as I said, let's say I go back to my example of a shoebox. Okay, there is a marked price, okay, let's say of 1000. Now, in this case, if a further sales tax or a VAT as they call it is applicable on this, what happens is that even though the price, the marked price, will be 1000, what will happen is that when the dealer will sell this to us, he will charge us 1000 plus whatever is the sales tax or the VAT. Let's say a sales tax of 10% is payable. He will apply this 10% to this number. Let's say 10% of 1000 is 100, and he will charge us 1100. You can see similar adjustments in case of your theater bill. That's what I told you. If you go to a restaurant, you have to pay service tax there. I mean service charges rather, not service tax. Normally most of the restaurants in India charge this tax, and plus they also charge you VAT or a sales tax. So I mean these are not the best of the things to be done, but that's the way it is. So normally, as you go and make these purchases, you have to pay these taxes. So let us take a question on this. Ram bought a cell phone which was bought at price of 7,700, which included tax of 10%. Find the price of the cell phone. Now, a very interesting and a very rather not interesting actually, it's a very common situation that it might be. So normally the selling price is equal to the cost price plus the taxes, or rather I should not say cost price, it should be the listed price, as you may call it. We know the selling price is how much? 7,700, because that's the price at which he bought it. So the seller had sold it for 7,700. Now I neither know the listed price nor do I know the tax. But what I know is that the list price plus tax, which is 10% of the listed price, or 10% of X, is equal to 7,700. So whatever was the cost price, on that 10% was charged as taxes, and that amounted to 7,700. Or we can say that X plus 10 upon 100 into X is equal to 7,700. The 0 gets knocked off from here. Okay, so what we are left with is X plus X by 10 is equal to 7,700. Now X can also be written as 10X divided by 10. I mean it's just X multiplied by 1, and 1 is equal to 10 by 10. Now what it does is we can take the least common multiple here, and we can simply add 10x plus x here. I mean these are very common adjustments, so I'm not getting into the details of this. Or I get 11x upon 10 is equal to 7,700, or x is equal to 7,700 into 10 divided by 11. So this numerator moves on to the denominator here, This denominator is multiplied by the numerator here. So 11 goes 7, or x is equal to 7,000. So the price of the cell phone is 7,000. What is most important is to understand this situation and put this equation in place. Once you do that, then you just need to apply the normal mathematical rules and you get the solution.